Now, as you can see, we conquered death. Then leaving my physical body, it doesn't mean that I was defeated by death. No, the opposite. I let go of my physical body. And that's what makes me feel so excited, because my body will feel when I live. And that will be the last thing that my body will remember. Me, life. And I tell, now, do you understand? He said, yes, Father. He said, now you can go out because there's many other people waiting for me. And he left. But for me, this moment was extremely important, because I couldn't share that experience with all the people that I wish. Number one, because it was impossible that they come to see me in intensive care, and that the doctors allow them to come. But in my imagination, when I had the heart attack in the beginning, I imagined myself telling the whole world and everybody what I was sharing with my son, Don Jose. When my son, Miguel Jr. came, I'm not really myself anymore. I barely remember when he came to see me. Because when he came to see me, I didn't know I had a heart attack. I was already dreaming, and I thought that he was in his way to Baja California, south, to see his girlfriend. And I thought he just stopped just to see me and say, Father, I love you. I'm going to see my girlfriend, and I see you later. I give you all my blessings. And after that, I went into coma for 9 weeks. 9 weeks in coma. When I came out of the coma, the doctors let me know that I was living only with the 16% of my heart capacity. And what they recommend is that I spend the rest of my life in a sofa, watching TV, or reading books. When I was at home, and I talked to my children, I told them there is no way that I will stay at home waiting for death. No, I will go out and I will look for death by doing what I love to do with my life, to follow my passion, which is to share the message that I've been sharing for more than 20-something years, to let everybody know that everything is possible if this is what they really want to do, that the only thing that they need is a strong will and discipline, and with that, they can make their dreams come true. The doctors told me that I may survive 1, maybe 2 years. Then I start planning everything for my future death. Whenever it happens, it doesn't matter. But the only problem is that I was living in extreme pain all the time. My body was always in pain, but it was not a justification to suffer, because I really enjoy life. And hardly anybody noticed that my body was in pain, because I keep that wonderful smile, completely sincere, and I really enjoy everything that I can perceive. I enjoy the activity as I enjoy the rest. And for 8.5 years, I was living in that condition. And every day it was getting a little worse and a little worse. Then but by 2009, in August, I decided that because I didn't die these 2 years, I will try to have a heart transplant. I apply, It took a whole year for the doctor to test all my physical body in order to allow to have the heart transplant, and they put me in the list in August in 2010. And then they told me, well, you may have the heart transplant between 6 months and 1 year. But I knew that it would be sooner. I was thinking maybe by November I may have my new heart. And I told that to myself because I was really feeling that I may not survive the end of the year 2010. Then in October 9, 2010, they called me because I was doing a lecture in Texas with my son, Miguel Ruiz Jr. They called me at midnight and they say, we have a heart for you. You have to be here in the hospital in around 3 hours. From Texas to LA in 3 hours. I say, I will be there. Well, it took me 6 hours to arrive to Los Angeles and get to the hospital where the heart was waiting for me. Before I leave Texas, I tell my older son, because in that moment I say, okay, I will go with you. I say, no, you have a work to do. You have to finish your work. This is not an excuse for you to stop doing what you're doing, to enjoy what you're doing. Because you have to understand that for me, it's a win-win situation. I have nothing to lose. I'm not afraid at all to that surgery. Let's see that I don't wake up from the surgery. It's great because I will not have that pain any longer. And if I wake up from the surgery, that means that the whole procedure was a success. And then I will experience what it means to live with somebody else's heart, which is a great experience. Can you imagine live with somebody else's heart? To come back to life. And that you can see that you can enjoy even more every single moment of your life. As you can see, the surgery was a success. And my recovery is being, we can call it a miracle. I never have not a little symptom of rejection. And I get stronger and stronger. That in September last year, they give me the green light that I can go back and do my work. And since September until now, I already went 3 times to Canada, like another 2-3 times to Mexico, to different states in the United States. I went to Japan. I went to Costa Rica. I went to Colombia. I went back to Mexico once again. And the whole calendar, 2012, is completely full. Today, I celebrate my death day, 10 years of the heart attack. And once again, I ask all of you that please help us to change the world. Not the planet Earth, not humanity, the world that you create in your own head. Because only you can change it, because only you know what is what you like and what is what you don't like. Only you know what makes you happy and what makes you unhappy. Then the key to change your world is to change the main character of your story, which means yourself. If you change anybody else, it didn't make a change in your world. It didn't make a difference. Then if you change the main character, which means when you believe you are, just like magic, everything around you starts changing. And the benefit after your own is your beloved, the one that you live with, your children, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your family, your friends, your community, your country, and finally, the entire humanity. Then please help us to change the world by changing your own. With all my love to all of you, Dr. Miguel Ruiz.